1071, 103.7. This is, I almost said worldwide hip hop again. This is the Lit Life that was so high by my dog, Jay Swamp, down representing H-Town. I think he's living in Vegas now. He got promoted on his job. So he actually was the original host. Him and Girl May. Actually, though, back-to-back songs, the engagement song, which was the one before that, was by Girl Mel. They're actually cousins, and they were the original hosts of this show. So definitely shout them out, man. Very, very talented people. If you ever went to Venue 109 on Throwback Thursdays, that's so very, very talented family. And before that, we had Baldo, representative of Mari Sensei. Definitely want to shout her out, man. NOC in the building. We in here with Stefan Forbes, Frederick Weathersby, the real deal. If you don't know who these gentlemen are, like I said, very, very dope musicians. If you've ever been to, what's the spot right there across the street from Slim Huskies?
Moguls.
It's called Moguls. They were doing Monday Night Jazz. If you ever been to Monday Night Jazz, that was them. So like I said, absolutely dope, man. Like I said, I used to come in there regularly. Like I said, fantastic fellas. Tony, I think Tony's gonna get into some questions with y'all. So
yeah, definitely wanted to do that. So let's first start by asking where y'all from. I'm about to say, yeah, if you move a little closer.
Brother, I'm a Nashville native. I grew up in the Bordeaux area. I was born in, as a child. We lived in East Nashville, but I moved to Bordeaux.
Yeah.
And grew up there. I'm a graduate from the Nashville School of the Arts.
Oh, that's what's up.
As well as Tennessee State University.
Oh, so you well rounded.
Bands, bro.
Hey.
Yes, sir. And now I'm the current house trumpeter with the BB King All Star.
Nice. Oh, see, I didn't know that. Hey, making moves. Right. You need a hand clap for that. Shoot. I ain't know that.
Yes.
I told you, man. Dope, man. How about you?
All right, you all. Forbes here. From Nashville, Tennessee, born and raised. Most of my life I've been in Nashville, in the Bordeaux area. I spent a little bit of time in Alabama and then came back to finish my music degree at the Tennessee State University. I'm staying out north now.
These are brothers that's educated in their craft, man. That's for real.
Musicians,
hey,
people don't understand.
Oh, real musicians.
Dog,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me say this, man. I had to bring this up, and I know a lot of people don't like this. There are a lot of people who take this stuff for granted.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who think you're just gonna go in the studio, put something together, and it's just gonna pan out. It don't work like that. I'm telling you, a non-musician can't tell a musician what music is supposed to sound like, and they don't know. You don't know.
Thank you.
No, it's go to those of you independent artists who seem to be serious about it. Find a real musician who can actually produce your product for you. Yeah. Do not go get your homeboy down the street to just put it out.
And you wondering why you ain't taking out everybody trying to hear that trash.
That's what dude, like this cat gave me his CD, dog, and it was so bad I threw it away in front of him. I said, dude,
are you serious?
Yeah, I said, dude, don't tell people that you rap. Like the lyrics was okay, but the production was trash. Don't give people that. If you're gonna do that, give people something, give people some quality music. And he got mad about it, but at the same time, how you gonna, come on, like.
I feel that 100%.
But yeah, man, like I said, I'm sorry, I had to bring that up though. Go ahead, finish with the question.
So, how long have you been a musician? And I'm gonna ask you the same question if you don't mind.
Frederick here. I started as a musician as a youngster, being an Nashvilleian in church. I started when I was about maybe 6 or 7, taking piano lessons. And I've had numerous scrutinizers and mentors such as Oscar Dismuke and Richard Griffin.
He got the look. Them the legends, dog.
Right.
Them the absolute legends, dog. I had Mr. and Mrs. Dismuke.
There you go.
My brother had Griffin. See? I had Doc Moore.
See? Yeah. So, Yep. So I started off playing piano, and then once I got into about 7th grade, I picked up the trumpet because my father played trumpet back in the day. He had a cornet sitting in the top closet in his room, and he gave it to me on my birthday when I turned 12. And so I just started from there, and I got I was already in the band playing drums.
Yeah.
So I've had numerous musical influences prior to getting the trumpet, but once I got it, I never put it down, and I stayed on that.
Yeah.
TSU as a music major, and stayed with it. Graduating from Nashville.
That's what's
Arts.
up, man.
So, I had an early start.
Strong background.
Yeah.
And you?
Yes, sir. All right. So I started playing saxophone in 5th grade. My family has been into music for a while, prior to my existence, and then, but I always knew, watching them, that I wanted to be in band and play some kind of instrument, and my mom suggested saxophone, so I got with the saxophone and stuck with it. 5th grade, I started over at Kings Lane with Mr. Richardson, And then
Wait. Richardson was in Kings Lane?
I had them
Yeah,
boys.
Yeah, Richardson and Barlow.
he was all over the
Yeah.
city,
Oh.
man, teaching beginner music. Probably most of the students who played instrument at that time started with Mr. Richardson.
Wow, I
Little
didn't know
known
that.
fact.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, he was all over town teaching. Later on after that, I went to Jolton and White Creek. I had Leonard Morton as well, junior, that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And, you know, those were the people who taught me how to start playing and moved to Alabama and progressed a little more. Came back to TSU. Dr. McDonald and Dean Sexton and all those folks showed me what to do and, you know, how to make music the right way. Jimmy Bowen.
Absolutely, man. I'm gonna say this. For those of you who haven't seen it, these are two dope musicians. I am not an easy person to impress. The first time I saw you at Moguls, I was impressed. Absolutely impressed.
Hey,
Absolutely dope.
Not to interrupt you. You want to know what's crazy?
What's that?
I never went to that Monday show because I thought the cats that ran it was way older and I was going to be out of place.
Yeah.
If I'd have known that it was you,
Bro, you would love it.
I would have, you know what I'm saying? Like, man.
I mean, well, let me say this, man. Jazz is for everybody, man.
Yeah.
It's great music. It's relaxing a lot of times, and it's a good way for you to have a good time without worrying about a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then they serve food in there too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I missed all that.
Dog.
I was coming to, what was it, Tuesdays? With Marcy now?
Open mic,
yeah.
open mic night, yeah.
They you know, what's Mike's daddy's name? Kane. Michael Kane. What's his daddy's name?
I'm trying to put it
Thomas
in.
Kane.
Thomas. Okay.
yeah.
Thomas
the
Kane. Used to do. It was a spot out in Green Hills. They had a jazz spot. And Thomas
Must be
used to play
F.
out there.
Scott's.
I wasn't F. Scott's because I thought it was F.
Tokyo,
Scott's.
the sushi spot.
I think it was, yeah. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was
It's
just
right,
three of
right
them.
around the corner.
Yeah. And so, shout out to Thomas Kane, man.
Yeah.
Thomas was
The vocalist.
worked at BMI. Like I said,
Yeah.
dope dude, man. Absolutely dope dude. But man, like I said, we in here kicking, man. Like I said, this is a heck of an experience, man. If y'all, like I said, hadn't checked these fellas out, definitely go look up the album of Kibalania. And I'm sorry, excuse me, The Real Deal.
Yes.
Go look
Yes.
out the album, The Real Deal, by the group The Real Deal.
Yeah, the single Al Cabalania, yes sir. And
Gotcha,
the album,
gotcha.
The Real Deal.
That's what we got coming up momentarily. We're gonna jump back into 3 more, and then we're gonna break theirs in, and then we're gonna break Tony's in as well.
Sir,
It's
Carpenter.
6:18. We're getting ready to jump back into it. This is gonna be my dog Rob D. Came to have fun.
Rob D. My dude. Mad love for Rob D.
Oh man.
Rob D.
Dog, Rob the truth,
the
bro.
legend, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dog, nobody took rap seriously in this city until he came out. He showed Buck how to rap and Buck shit him. So,
Straight up.
You said he showed Buck how to rap and what?
he showed Buck how to rap and Buck shit him.
Damn.
Damn shame.
That's how people do that. That's like when you Moneybagg Yo and Finesse 2 Times. Finesse 2 Times said that he used to help him write his lyrics and help him hone his craft. And then he said once he started popping, then he was like, fuck you, and started saying he stole his style.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna say this, man. Cats like that, cats that do stuff like that, don't really have it.
Yeah.
They get selfish and greedy because that's all they got.
Yeah.
So they
that
gotta
makes
try and
yeah.
block all as much because if anybody else can compete,
Yeah.
they might not be able to be, top
Yeah.
cat. So.
I think it's enough space for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. But everybody don't got that
Yeah.
mindset. That's the
Yeah.
issue, man.
Now, I remember it was a
Damn
time.
shame, bro.
Yeah, it is.
There
It
was
is.
a time in the 90s, man, where I don't know if y'all remember when Goody Mob said this, but they was like radio stations are running out of songs to play on a beautiful album.
Yeah.
Like they was actually like they didn't have enough music to play. There is enough room for everybody.
Yeah.
But these jokers, oh,
So, as musicians, do y'all deal with, y'all feel like y'all deal with just as much jealousy on that end as an artist does from other musicians when it comes to, like, you going into this circle in this venue, and these people are popping in this circle, this venue, and it's kind of like, they don't necessarily, I don't know how it works with y'all, but they're not necessarily giving you the time that you need to do your thing, and fear that you might take their spot. Do y'all deal with it just as much, if not more?
I would say, yeah, maybe not necessarily jealousy, but just the not knowing that there's enough space for everybody.
Yeah.
There's plenty of space, and there's plenty of, can't nobody take nothing from me because it's
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah. Can't nobody do you like you
You know what
do.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't take nobody else's stuff because
Yeah.
that's theirs. I
Yeah.
don't want it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so same thing,
Yeah.
same thing.
I think it's mainly fear, man. It's intimidation.
Yeah.
People get intimidated too
Yeah.
easily.
But that's because they know
scared, bro.
they're not where you are.
But it ain't
Yeah.
They don't, but you gotta understand
they don't-
how
they
they're
don't
thinking.
think like that.
Yeah, exactly. They don't. Put like this. He's a dope musician. You're a dope musician. I'm a dope musician. Granted, we all drums is my main thing. Y'all are horns. I don't have to compete with you. I don't even play horn. I play piano and solo.
I mean, I'll do what you're saying. I'll do it. Yeah.
Or if y'all need a drummer, shit. You know what I'm saying?
There
It's
you go.
but it ain't. And even when I'm around other drummers, I don't know if you remember Morris Jones. He's a professional golfer now.
Okay.
But dude, me and Mo used to we used to come to the house and play drums together. I didn't have to compete with Mo.
There you go.
Like if he got a gig, I come through and support his gig. If I got something, he'll come through and support.
Yeah, sure.
It ain't, you know.
Sure.
But
Sure. People get scared. They get intimidated. Oh my God.
yeah, exactly.
Brother, take it easy. It's all right. You know.
I think names can be intimidating too.
For
For real, for real.
A certain status, but
Oh man. This is Nashville, man. That's always gonna be enough.
that's my whole, and that's what bothers me. So now, if you were in another city, I could see that. This is Music City, dog. It's venues everywhere, and it's not just Davis County. Even the surrounding counties got venues.
Yep. And then you have people like Stefan who just blazed their own trail. You know, he made his own path as far as his jazz collective, the combo. You know, he went out on a cruise contract and he allowed him to come in and take over and move it forward even more. So, you know, it's about making your own path. You know, not necessarily saying, oh, this person's over here, I gotta try to block him. Let me just do my own thing.
Exactly.
You know,
And I'm gonna say this, man. I think one of the reasons why I've been trying to do open mics for a while, and I think people were trying to block me because of what I was trying to do. Most of these cats only try to put on their own people. And I try to get the best.
Right.
I try to get the best, and I think that's what people are afraid of when it comes to me. Now, when I made the pitch to them, when they heard about the radio show, they was all for it because that's gonna pull in more money. So it's like, dog, the only person that I got from Bardo on here is Amari Sensei. If the cats in Bardo ain't got it, then hell, I got to go find somebody who got it. Cats out south got it. Cats out east got it. Cats in Clarksville got it. Cats from Chicago got it.
case in point.
You know what I'm saying? So it's but they don't, again, they don't think like it. No. Like I said, if I can get this thing going, bro, the money gonna flow. And like a lot of people gonna be pissed off about that, but it's their fault because they could have done the same thing years ago. They just elected not to.
When I first heard Brother Carpenter over at Tuesday night open mic, I knew he was something there.
Man, I appreciate it, man, for real, for real.
Yeah.
I appreciate it,
I
man.
knew he had something there.
I appreciate. Hey, it's weird because certain, like, all right, for instance, when we was at the Broken Spoke, Mossy, you remember Broken Spoke? I came up there, and at that time I had just started back, like, doing music again, like, pursuing it. That was 2017, I believe. And I went to Atlanta, did a show, and I came back here, and it was like, all right. But it was so much work I had to do to get myself. It's like almost like playing football, and then you've been out of shape, now you finna go play again. It was like, damn, am I really willing to put in the work? You know what I'm saying? But I built up a lot of confidence, just coming to open mics and stuff. So now it's just like, man, just pushing like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, and staying humble, staying focused, and trying not to become too distracted. But it's so much energy you gotta get into this shit that. Like I told her, I know I had to be in the studio 10 this morning, but I went out last night knowing I shouldn't have went out. I'm tired as fuck now, you know what I'm saying? I tell him like, shit, only way I get going out times, I sacrifice sleep time, and make that my free time. Like, but shit, one night can do it to your ass. But like, I went to 10 parties yesterday.
Dog, I remember one
feel
night.
like I did.
I remember one night back. This was back when Donks was on the north side when DJ Fat Man was DJing. Bro, we was out in that parking lot till like 4 in the morning. I had to go to work the next day.
Yeah.
Dog, when I came home from work, it's 12 o'clock. It was a Saturday, but we had to work a certain amount of overtime. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. I'm laid back in the chair and be like knocked out. Dog, go down. Go down.
What a mess.
This damn phone died. Yeah, while I was on my Facebook Live.
Is it not charged? Or it just drains the battery like that?
I think it's this charger. You got an iPhone charger?
I don't know.
But Well, bet I can come back on. I think it's this charger. My girl broke this shit. Somebody buy a car charger, all of a sudden it get messed up. She be bending the wires and, you know, the cord and shit all around. Like, don't take all that. Hey, so are y'all like gonna be back doing that, or what's going on with that?
Well, we'll see what happens, man. You know, as things reopen, we go to the next phase of the whole corona thing. You know,
But I swear I didn't know who was running that. You know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, even though it might seem weird, well, y'all musicians, I'm actually a shy person, but you would never know that. For real. If I come around like new people, like a new crowd, because I knew there was something where it's regulars and stuff, and it's like I gotta meet people, be around people. I don't know, I feel out of place. Like I be nervous about shit like that, but I can get on stage and perform because once I get done, I can just leave.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy? Everybody from the Tuesday thing hang out at Monday Night Jazz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
See, I ain't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Right here, man, he's helping me out running sound and all that.
Damn.
So I mean, we were doing the whole vocals thing, controlling it.
Yeah.
Like, Monday we had our thing, Tuesday we had their thing, and they had other things going on later that week. You know, all types of things.
I remember when the dude that owned it sprayed me with some air freshener. You made, you know, sure, because you had your own thing, so you met him, light skinned dude. Or whatever, which was funny because he's in the nation, right?
Yep.
I grew up in the nation. But some of the things I do now, I just wouldn't necessarily tell somebody, brother, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Your ears pierced, you got facial hair, because, you know, you can only have a mustache. It's a lot of stuff, you know. But we was outside smoking, and he popped up. So I was like, shit, so I tried to play it off and walk inside, but I still had smoke in my mouth. And when I came in, I was like, he was so pissed off, he was like, sprayed my pants. I was like, hey man, you sprayed my pants. He was like, well, thanks for blowing weed inside my business. I was like, damn, well.
Hey, we about to come back.
All right. Are you playing two of our songs or just one?
I just got that one, and I got to do his too.
All right. I'm gonna give a shout out before you do that.
Go ahead.
Whenever you throw it to me.
107.1, 103.7. This is the Lit Life. We are in the building. My dog Tony Carpenter in here with the real deal. They like that, man. We in here just going back and forth at it, man. Talking about real music, real musicianship, man. All of that stuff. We're getting ready to play the new single. Mr. Forbes wants to give a shout out.
Yeah, man.
Right ahead.
Yeah. So. For the last few years, I've been playing in the B.B. King All-Star Band at sea on tenor saxophone and a little bit of flute. So I just wanted to first off give a shout out to all the B.B. King All-Stars, past and present, as well as the hierarchy that goes along with that, the corporate system. They all good too. And then I wanted to give a shout out to Holland America Cruise Line and all the folks, all the crew members and folks that I've met and the folks that I haven't met. And you know, I don't know if everybody knows this, but folks are still out there, you know, on those cruise ships, and they need to get home. So, you know, there's still people out there trying to get home, so shout out to them. Very special shout out to the Love Cat out of South Africa. She just made it home yesterday, so shout out to her, and shout out to all the other crew members, as I said, folks that are out there still on the sea, and folks that are at home.
Shout out to SA, man. I didn't know that, man. I didn't, you know, and they hadn't said nothing about that.
That's right.
They hadn't said nothing about it.
As a matter of fact, you know, some countries are just racking in money because they got all these ships in their ports. They're not letting the people that live in their countries come off the ships. So that's keeping them on the ship and keeping everybody else that lives in other countries on the ship as well from going home. So, yeah, just keep them in your thoughts and prayers.
That is terrible, man. All for $1. That is the worst thing in the world.
$1.
Man, but right now we're getting ready to get into it. Y'all want to introduce it, or you want me to?
This is Al-Kibulani, which is a combination of Al-Kibulan, which is the original name of motherland continent, and Nia, which is purpose, the sixth quantum principle, which means finding purpose by going back and thinking about where we come from. Al-Kibulani.
Nice. Let's
All
get
right.
it.
Maybe on another show we can get that other one, but Air Me Out.
Yeah, it was.
A little longer, but it's definitely in there.
I had already put the list together, and when I tried to get it to blend, it was like.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, if you can work it on one at a time.
I won't be all what I normally do. I was trying to get
Phone
through
had
two
died. My
shows
bad.
a
That's
year.
what allowed
So y'all come back
me
another.
back.
I'm like,
Yeah.
another month.
I see it.
Man, you know what? Since we are live, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how we got to squeeze questions and stuff. I can go ahead and spill.
I'm live too. Crank it on. Pop it on.
What's crazy is I never thought to do that. You remember when I was coming in here like, I never thought to do that.
Yeah,
Damn.
I don't be thinking Michael.
I didn't bring my tripod today. I should have brought
Yeah.
it. I thought about it. Once I saw it.
Yo, so who are some of y'all favorite artists? I hate these damn questions when I get asked. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
When I was sitting here looking at it, I was like, man,
Yeah, exactly.
you gotta literally write down these answers and then memorize them and just give everybody sayings. I'd be like, man, I don't fucking know.
I see with musicians, you be a lot of different you got different genres.
I'm like Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder types, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe Tina Marie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She did some of the things with her voice and talk about them.
Oh yeah. I like many styles of music.
Yeah.
I like a local band from Nashville called MD and Cobalt Blues.
Cobalt,
I
hey.
performed with them at the
Cobalt,
African
true.
Food Festival.
Yeah.
They dope.
I've been performing with them for years.
Yeah.
Man, Matthew McCoy, he's dope, bro.
Yeah,
That
we
guitar,
have
he
been out
raps
there,
too.
man.
He's also the guitarist
Yeah,
for Monday Night
he dope.
Jazz. Yeah, Matthew McCoy. Oh yeah, I love that, bro. I love that. And there's others, you know. I like Outkast.
Super
Who else
dope.
do I
That's
like,
dope
man?
as you.
Snoop Dogg, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like Tony Carpenter. You know what I'm What's up, man?
Yes, sir.
This is still my girl, man. That's my jam, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, yo, bro. There's a bunch of them, man. There's a bunch of them.
I gotta re-record that and just put it back out because the quality, if you listen to it now, it's crazy how much music just evolves. Just from a few years, the sound is completely different. It won't sound as professional. That's how much, you know what I'm saying? It's weird to me. But when I listen to it now, it's like, what the hell? Like the quality is horrible. Like, hang on, it's horrible. You know what I'm
Sometimes when
saying?
I'm with younger cats, man, and I listen to like old school Master P and stuff, they're like, what's wrong with the recording quality? What's up with that? I'm like, that's just what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
If you listen to old school jazz, like from back way back in the day, it's just not the same.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's just part of it.
Yeah.
It's just like a sign of the time.
It's crazy though how quick it evolves though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's amazing, man. But that's, I guess that's part of staying relevant in the day and time.
Yeah.
You know, as far as historically. So.
Puts a lot of people out of business too, unfortunately.
Well then.
You ready to come back real quick, then we're gonna get Tony's in.
Oh yeah.
Well, man, I drunk two, and it was like, at first I was like,
Yes, sir.
Okay, Bologna.
Keep Melania, that was the real deal. Oh,
Yeah.
crap,
And that was May Wynn on the vocals as well as Razan Kennedy.
What was the name again?
Young ladies on the vocals, May Wynn and Razan Kennedy.
Okay, nice,
Yes,
nice.
sir.
That was the real deal, man. And where can they get that song at?
Oh, pretty much any streaming platform. It's available. iTunes,
Okay,
Deezer, Spotify, so forth.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Yep.
All right, now, this is Reddit, this happens, but we got two new joints. We're getting ready to get into Tony Carpenter's new song. So, I tried to put it on the computer, man, and it told me the file was too large. I don't know what happened, but...
it was a wave is what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't sound better, so that's why I usually.
Hello.
Either way, I got it on the phone, so we're going to get into it one way or another.
Bet.
So let's get to it. This is Tony Carpenter with Moves.
remember seeing you perform the Tuesday night thing at least once or twice.
Yeah.
Moguls. I don't know if I ever saw an actual performance at Broken Spoke, but I would always roll through, but I would be late for some reason. I can't remember why I'd be so late.
I started coming there like towards mid to the ending time that they was doing that whole, Broken Spoke.
I can't remember why I would be so late every time, but I would be doing something else and I would come over there and everything would be kind of wrapped up. So I don't think we ever saw you perform over there, but definitely at Moguls, I remember seeing you there. For sure.
This ain't for live. This ain't for y'all. This is for my own personal record. Thank you. All right. See you. Who's watching?
Is that somebody's car?
I think that's what you share.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at this. Facebook Live. You can bring somebody on camera. Y'all know that?
Like how you do on Instagram?
Oh, I ain't know nothing about that. It's got this thing that says bring them on camera. I don't know why these people, how y'all gonna sign in and then leave?
Yeah.
Peace.